Hello, hello, hello. Now I'm live. I was chit-chatting and realized I wasn't live. But now I'm live because I've got the green check marks that tells me. So I'm going to wait a second to see if anybody joins in. Meantime, my name is Tanya. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Riverside, California. This is my What to Do Wednesday, episode 3. On my Wednesday crafting adventure, I am utilizing all products, not just Stampin' Up! I have a plethora of crafting items, stamps, paper that of all companies that I would like to play with, and this will be my day to do it. Anything and everything I use, you can utilize any stamp company, any crafting company to recreate any of the items. So today I'm going to create some ATC cards. This is going to be my second round in ATC swap, and the theme is Halloween, so I thought this would be a great time to get those made and out and ready to go for when I get my swapper's name. So I will share. Stampin' Up! Is having a sale on selected cardstock and designer series paper, 15% off, and that goes through the end of August. It started yesterday. So this is the year 2026. So I'm going to go ahead and change to my hands, my desktop. Here we go. So this is what I'm going to use this image for my ATC swap. This is a retired paper pumpkin, Stampin' Up! Paper pumpkin stamp set. I'll be pulling this in. And this is paper from last year's Halloween DSP from Stampin' Up! So I'm going to be utilizing that. So for those of you that don't know what an ATC cards are, they're artist trading cards. And I just received my other one today. So ATC cards, let me move this out of the way. So ATC cards are the size of like baseball cards, and you create them based on different themes. And these are the ones that I received for my first swap. It was a birthday theme. So I created 4 cards, 1 for myself and 3 to swap out. So these are the 3 that I got, and this is the one that I created. So they are like let me tell you, they're 2.5 inches wide by 3.5 inches tall, just like trading cards. So I've heard of this, knew of people that did it for like all of like the Scrapbook Expo and different places. So I've never participated in one of these, and I thought this would be kind of fun. So I did the birthday swap, and so this is mine. This one was made by E.M. Wood. I don't remember her name. I don't know any of these ladies personally. This was made by Karen. I think the other one, her name was Liz, because there's two Liz, and this is another one made by a Liz or Lisette. So those are my cards that I received. And if I participate long enough, then I will get a little book or something. So you get my paper cutter, and I don't know what they did with my my stamp. I put it somewhere so I wouldn't lose it or forget where I put it. I guess I forgot where I put it. The stamp that I'm referring to is, I purchased a stamp that gives the information, and it's going to be easier to stamp it on the card when it's blank before I decorate it. I don't remember where I put it. One more second. Can't be too many places. Hot dog. What did you give it, Tanya? It's not a big card or a big stamp. It's just small. Oh well. If I find it, I'll have to just hopefully So I bought this package on Amazon. There are 100 sheets. They're already pre-cut. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out 4. Obviously, it's not necessary to purchase them already pre-cut, but I just figured it would be easier in the long run. So to start off, I'm going to cut up some paper. So I have, this is the scraps that I have left over from last year, and I'm going to use it up. I have 2 of those cut. So I wanted to use some of these scraps here with the candy. So no. So there's 4. Set those aside. Let's see what else. Maybe I got that in there. Let's see. Pull out this one for the background, and then maybe add a little bit of purple and orange and get a couple of those pieces. Okay, I think that's good. So doing one of these cards, definitely great use of scraps. So let's see. They're 2.5 by 3.5. So let's cut this one up. Three and a half. And I need 4 at 2.5. Let's see. Do I want to cover it completely? Yes, let's just do that. 2.5. I have no idea what I'm going to do. There's no plan, or I haven't like sketched anything out. Just kind of creating live. So there's 4. So I got those. And then these are 4. So let's see. So I set this purple aside. So let me cut this at 3.5. And 3.5. And this is 1.25. So that's going to be 3/4. No, 1.25, 1.25, 3/4. So let's see. It's going to be 3/4. Okay. Got those in half. So there's 4 of those. And let's put this aside. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the purple. But I want to stamp out my image. So I take new stamps and I rub it on the back of my hand, my arm, just to get the factory gooey stuff off. So this is it's like Memento ink, but it's close to my heart. It's intense black ink. It's good for alcohol marker coloring. So I'm going to just stamp out these images. Oh, I didn't get that one too well. I will save that one for me, I guess. Can I get another one on here? Just barely. Okay. Close that up. And then I will color. So I'm probably going to do traditional pumpkin color. But let's see. So this is Daffodil Delight. The dark. So I'm going to do the inside of the eyes, the dark, and the light of Daffodil. Like it's the light shining. So I'm going to do one and see how it comes out. Just outlining it. Okay, put on my glasses so I could see. Much better. So the light daffodil and the dark daffodil, it's a very big difference between the two colors. I'm not too stressed at going out to the lines because, you know, I'm coloring with the lighter color, and I'm going to color the pumpkin orange, so I need to blend these colors because the two colors are so different. It's kind of cool because it definitely looks like a light. Hi, Angela. So I think I want to use Timid Tiger, or do I want to use Pumpkin Pie? Great. Okay, I'm going to use the Timid Tiger for the pumpkin. I'm going to do this part light. This is the part that's carved out. I'm making Halloween ATC cards for the swap that I'm participating in. So I'm using a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna carefully now go around my image. How are you doing, Angela? Are you having some heat there? Gonna have to cut this. Oh boy. Well, good for you getting out there. So this gives me the option. Oh, look at there. You can put the chat on the screen. That's very cool. Never noticed that feature in the times I've used this program, which has not been long, as most of you know. Carefully so it doesn't bleed. So since Snoopy's laying on the pumpkin, it's going to be a little bit darker right there. Okay. Hi, Joanne. Thank you for joining. So now this is the light timid tiger. I'm making ATC swap cards that for a swap that I'm in with I don't know if you know who they are, the Scrappin' Ladies. She's in Fullerton. I know Elda knows some of the ladies. So I having my shower in the primary bathroom, the shower, and the tub. So the tower and the tub are separate. But and then in the guest bathroom, which is the bathroom that my daughter and granddaughter use upstairs, it's a tub shower combination. So I'm having that redone because, oh my goodness, it's ugly. Guy that sold this house, he I think he spray painted everything with white paint because it all came off and it's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So this is light and dark basic black for Snoopy's ear and nose. And then I'm just the fumes are insane. I'm going to use dark cherry cobbler, I think, for his collar. I'm not going to shade it. I'm just going to go straight in for it. And I think I'm going to color Woodstock. Dark Lemon Lolly. So he's a little bit different than the pumpkin eyes. The line is so thick around Woodstock. Okay. Now, something that I typically do for white images, such as Mr. Snoopy here, is I go over it lightly with a gray color. So let me see if the light smoky slate is light enough. I don't know that it will be. I need something a little bit lighter. Light gray granite. I think I'll use the light gray granite because since I'm coloring with Stampin' Up. And I just basically go around the outline of them. And I'll probably go over it with the color lifter just to lighten it up a smidge. Oof, that leaked. So I'm just going over what I just drew with the color lifter just to lighten it around so it's not such a harsh line of, you know, me drawing it. It kind of fades in. So I don't know if you could really see that. But it looks good. Trust me. Okay. So I'm going to take my card, cut him out. So Stampin' Up is going to be releasing some more items for the hot foil system, which I placed an order today. For some of the product. I really wanted everything, but realistically, am I going to use it? I don't know. It's a lot of Christmas. But they've got 4 new foils, colors. Took my glasses off my head. Now I need them. Now I don't know why their line art is so thick around Woodstock, but it really messes things up for me. Cutting, because I like to cut just outside the line, not on the line. But we will make it work. I ordered some cardstock that was on sale. All of the cardstock I got was on sale except for 2 colors, which was Cherry Cobbler and Real Red, which I need for Christmas. Easy to cut. Okay, so I'm thinking let's see, put maybe this strip like so. the candy paper isn't, you know, the length. So I just want to kind of even it out here. Maybe I put it, okay, well, I definitely know this is going down. So let me just glue this so it stops moving around. Let's cut this one a little bit too long, or the card is not 3.5. Well, the card is a little shy of 3.5. I really wish I knew where I put my stamp at. I mean, there's not very many places it could be. So this white card was just a smidge shorter than 3.5. But that's what happens when you get it on Amazon. Okay. So gonna have to trim that. Maybe put a little cattywampus. But he needs to go straight. These fumes are wish this strip was just a little bit bigger. This is the one that has the little bats, stars, and candy on it. This is kind of my creative process for whenever I do my cards, when I'm designing them. Most of the time, I just think of something. Once in a while, if I'm feeling a little bit blocked, I'll look at Pinterest and different sketches, try to get an idea. I think I'm going to cut this in half. So it's 3 inches, so 1.5 inches. And kind of wanted to ink the edges. Okay, I like that better. But I want to ink the edges. And I wanted to do that piece too. I never use my Cricut, like hardly ever. But I tell you, this bad boy that came with the very first Cricut that I ever bought, I use this thing for everything. I can't live without this tool. If this thing ever gets lost, I don't know what's going to happen. Life is not going to be good. Trying to think if I want to use black or basic gray. Going for it. So this is just a round craft sponge cut in a quarter and pinched, and I put a bull clip on it so I can hold on to it easier. I know one of these edges is going to get cut, but are any of you ladies crafting anything tonight? I decided to ink around them to get rid of that harsh white, just to add a little bit of distressing to it, just so it matches. Okay. Darn it. Stuck my fingers in that. Okay. I'm going to try to get it over the exact spot. Okay. go ahead and glue this one down like so. Glue this one down like so. Definitely going to pop Mr. Snoopy up. So if you didn't know, Stampin' Up! Does sell black dimensionals, which are great when you're working with dark images. It wouldn't really matter too much on this here. Let's see. And then I think Trick or Treat is too big. I think I'm just going to put Happy Halloween. But I have some of these already cut, punched out. Gonna just try this and see what it looks like. Because the white looked too white. Do any of you still ink your edges on anything? I still love that. Yeah, I definitely like the purple better than the white. I'm gonna pop this up also. I'm not gonna take the backing off because I don't know if I want to add. I need to add a little something. I should have bought. I don't think I have any of the stars left last year. Take a little bit of Wink Stella to the pumpkin eyes. Snoopy needs a little bit of a highlight on his nose. Maybe see here. Let me see what I have. Pretty sure they had Halloween ones last year. These are those two-tone sparkles. This maybe. Oh, these are what they had last year. Let me keep looking. I think that's all that's in here. But hold on. Hold on. This is from my close to my heart. Cats and bats. These are all the embellishments that I have with kits, plus just stuff that I either sequence or use those. Just wanted to see if I had any bats in here. No. Okay. I don't want to make it too. I mean, less is more sometimes, right? I have these sequins. Oh no. Nope, 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 nope. Don't even see that paper behind it. I think I'm just going to use these. It's purple. Pumpkin pie. I think that's good. Well, there's this little spider. Let me stamp him out. Probably would look better if I would have stamped them, but it doesn't fit entirely on top of the pumpkin. Let me see. Let me stamp it on this one that I messed up on. And maybe I'll cross my fingers if I were to stamp it like that. Wish I had a spider embellishment. Nah, I think I'll mess it up. Well, this is my swap card. I'm gonna make the other three. They'll come together quick now that I know what I'm doing. Well, thank you for joining and watching. Leave a comment on what you think about this little swap. Let me know if you have any ideas of what I should add to it. Might add some clear sparkles to the centers of those little embellishments that I laid down. But I think it came out kind of cute. Don't want to take away from the Snoopy. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining. And make sure you check out the sale for the cardstock and designer series paper. It's select designer series paper and cardstock. It's not all of it, but there's quite a selection. And they did revise the while supplies last clearance section. So there's stuff added there. Some is discounted, some is not. But if there is something that you were after that you have not purchased yet, it's a good idea to check there because now the supplies are limited. So I appreciate you joining and crafting with me. And if you have any ideas of something I should add to this, I have a few weeks left before they need to go out in the mail. Let me know. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you here next Wednesday. Bye, everyone.